Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna see if the motor is actually blown up on the burnout truck, aka skid mark. There's reason to believe that this motor is not blown up. Now, contrary to popular belief, the explosion and the fire didn't really even come from the motor blowing up. The explosion, as we said in the last video, came from our radiator exploding. The fire came from a lifted head, potentially oil seepage from other parts of the motor, but what leads us to believe it still runs, I turned the truck off after it caught on fire. I stopped it, and in the head cam footage, it still had over 60 psi of oil pressure when I turned it off. So, leads me to think there's a possibility this motor might still run. So, first goal today is to see if this motor still runs. Then the second goal is to figure out, did we lose our trans, or did we just lose a linkage, or is it something simple, or is it something major? That's going to be the goal of today's video. So we're going to be diving deep into the carnage of the explosion that was skid mark here, and hopefully, maybe we'll see if it still runs. I don't care either way. There's a motor for it right there. I don't really care. No, we don't care. If it runs, it's great. That's fine. We'll just run it and we'll blow that up, and then we'll use that one. I'm not even kidding. It's not even a joke. I'll just blow this one up and piss y'all off later and put that one in.
There's about to be a lot of pissed off comments on that one.
I don't really care. I mean, all right, let's get this on the table right now. I'm going to blow this motor up. Now, whether I've already done it or if I'm going to do it, as in present tense, is what we're going to decide tonight. Either way, we're going to try to start it, and we're going to dive deep into the carnage. So let's go ahead and get started. Austin's pulling the plugs.
I'll walk him through what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, go.
That one's too long. Excuse me, I'll have a stroke. So, this passenger side head looks like it lifted. So what I don't want to happen is there be some seepage past the head gaskets, coolant, oil, any type of fluid get inside in the piston and be sitting in the piston, because if you go to fire it, it's going to bend the rod. And that way, if it's not blown up, we can still work with it. So what I'm doing is pulling the plugs, and then we're going to turn it over by hand and see if there's any fluid that comes out of there, and get that out if there is. And then we'll throw the plugs back in, throw the wires in, and go from there. Try to start it. I know it's definitely going to need a head gasket on this side. That is
we've got those in stock.
Yeah, that is definitely a man. But we can do that while the motor's in the truck.
The oil's not even black.
So, but there is a little bit of,
but you know what also creates that? Little interesting tech tip for you. When you start something and you don't let it get up to running temperature and you turn it off, which this truck did a lot of before Cleetus cars and even at Cleetus cars, you'll get condensation up in your oil filler cap and stuff like that, because it doesn't have time to burn off the condensation. So remember, I told you it had that before we went to Cleetus cars.
Yeah.
So that could just be residual from it doing that. And we did it, started up 3 more times at Cleetus cars.
Yeah.
And really didn't let it get up to running temp. So that could be that situation. But either way, we're going to play it safe. Can we just JB weld that back together?
wait, what is it? Oh, this is the headlight bracket. Yeah. There you go.
If we just JB weld it back together.
All right, there's no fluid inside of the motor, which is a very good sign. Basically, I forgot to say, if you start it up and the piston smacks fluid, it's going to bend around. It's called hydro locking. But there's no fluid in it, so let's throw the spark plugs back in, and let's try to start this thing. Austin's going to put the belt on while I'm putting the spark plugs back in, and should be ready to fire.
Alrighty, guys, so Austin has got the plugs back in it. I got the belt back on it. You got the battery dropped in it. Like I mentioned about safety, there's safety. Should we grab another one?
Nothing should catch on fire.
I mean, we don't think it is a catch on fire, but we're going to be safe.
It's literally going to be on for like minimum 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, if it starts, that's good enough for me. Then we'll go from there. But right now, we're just seeing if it's blown up or what the problem is. So
this one caught the most of the fire.
I think that one is definitely
a little toasty.
Definitely got crispy. So, moment of truth. Will it still run?
The battery might be a little dead, but
yeah, maybe.
What is it showing?
Show shit.
I guess just hop in there with your foot on the brake and send it.
Buddy, I'm sorry. You've got to be holding the fire extinguisher. You can't just run outside and hide. Alrighty, here we go. It won't start.
Okay. Shifter linkage. It's not showing that's in park. Just saying.
Okay. Okay. Phase 1 did not work because it won't let it start because it doesn't think it's in park.
Let's jack it up.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna want to jack
Too much
it
of a big boy.
Yeah. So we need to look at that linkage because anything's possible. Because it got pretty crispy under there for an extended amount of time.
Huh.
What?
She's a tad bit crispy. I'm trying to get the light to where you guys can see it. Hang on. It actually melted through some of the wires.
Now that's a lot of damage!
It probably ruined my wideband too, didn't it?
It caught the heat shield on fire, the wideband. The wideband actually looks good. There's a couple things that are crispy up underneath here. Nothing that new pigtails can't fix. New pigtails can't fix. I'll just have to play doctor on that harness.
Is the linkage connected?
Yeah, the linkage is connected, but I'm gonna disconnect it. I need a 12 mil. Should I go ahead and have this pen pulled?
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. So there was some extra crispy stuff as he just showed you under there on the trans. It shows us in park now. We got it back in gear. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on what happened. We're just going to see if I can get it started. We'll talk about burnout problems later. Let's just see if I can get it to start up this go around. Ready?
Yep.
Nah.
Nothing.
I don't know if it does have a battery or...
Dude, I'm telling you, those wires are not sending it to the TCM. Not saying it's in park.
Yeah, because now it doesn't even say park.
Yeah, I think it's shorted out so bad. Climb up under there and look at the, I mean, the whole side of the trans is burnt.
So we may still have a trans?
We may still have a trans. So we have a little bit of an issue. And I don't know if it's like when the diff did its little thing or if it's when we hit the wall, but I went to pull a bell housing bolt. The piece of the bell housing came with the bolt.
Now that's a lot of damage!
So, that's spectacular. We gotta figure out why it did that. But there she is. Austin is not happy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alrighty guys, so got the foil 80 out. Don't really know what to tell you about the cracked case. That is an unfortunate loss that we'll have to deal with Rob. But I gotta get it high enough to and also get that trans out. So somebody order a 4L80? One 4L80.
What time is it, first of all?
Fresh out of skid. I don't know.
You here, friend?
8:44.
Hey, an hour.
Yeah.
So the piece that's broken off is right there. So you're missing that hole right there, which is extraordinarily unfortunate. So yeah, well, we'll take her down to Rob. Let him look into it.
Rob, if you're watching this, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
Or Rob's son, we're sorry.
Any of them. We didn't mean to.
Really, we really don't know how. We're trying to figure out how it would happen. I mean, there's no telling. There's really no telling.
Well, either way, transmission is out, and we will have to resume back on good old Project Skidmark once we get the trans looked into and some wiring done and stuff like that. So it's going to be there's going to be some switcheroo down here at the shop. Skidmark will go back there in the back of the shop. The Cateye gets loaded on a trailer tomorrow and goes to Austin's Austin's shop Friday, and we're gonna hopefully start it up Friday. So the Cateye project takes precedent now, and skid mark will sit for the next few weeks until we get this settled and I get some parts ordered and everything is all here for it, and then we'll move forward on that. So you got anything to add?
Just stay tuned. This kind of bummed us out tonight. I mean, now we got to buy a whole new casing and do a whole nother trans rebuild. So it sucks, but doing this stuff, I mean, it's gonna happen. But we'll see if the internals are good, and that should help with a lot of stuff. But stay tuned. Got a bunch of stuff coming up for both trucks.
Yeah, we might do something stupid with this thing if it still runs, and we'll keep that under wraps. Instagram might get to do a little discussion about it. So don't forget to follow me over there at Austin04_Z71. But I appreciate you guys watching. Drop any comments you got down. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Have a great day.